Academics' Legion of Boom, as Charlamagne the God would describe it, is back to waging war against Charlamagne the God, even though him and Academics came to a ceasefire at the end of their interview.
I want that for all of us. All of us should be doing that with each other. And we can. So
put that together, man.
Let's go, man.
Put that together.
My guy,
So it's a ceasefire, man. I'm telling you.
I ain't never was bombing.
No, you bombing.
I was on defense. Okay?
You're a bombing.
I was on defense. We gonna fix all of this, man.
Yeah.
All right.
But it looks like Grand Wizard, who runs the Academics TV page, ain't trying to hear none of that, bruh. Obviously, Grand Wizard and Charlamagne have their own personal beef. Grand Wizard has a problem with Charlamagne for posting his face and his home on his podcast, because before Charlamagne the God posted Grand Wizard's face and home, nobody really knew how Grand Wizard looked like. He was kind of just anonymous, internet mystical figure lore until Charlamagne the God kind of revealed that on his podcast. So clearly, Academics and Charlamagne have squashed their issues, but Grand Wizard still holds some resentment towards Charlamagne the God until I guess they can have a conversation. But Charlamagne said he's not open to that whatsoever. So Grand Wizard posted, Wildin' Out star Amber Diamond has recently attempted to contact DJ Academics for an interview about Charlamagne the God's recent affair on his wife. He allegedly gave her $250,000 to not leak this information. If Amber Diamond sounds familiar, that's because you've heard Wack 100 mention her on the Adam and Wack show. When Wack 100 was discussing Charlamagne the God, he claims he had a lot of receipts on Charlamagne the God, and Amber Diamond was one of the receipts he brought up, claiming he has her in his back pocket, and she has been talking and revealing information about Charlamagne the God. Now, I don't think the purpose of Grand Wizard posting this information was to get Charlamagne the God canceled, because for the most part, I don't think anybody expect for Charlamagne the God to get canceled off of cheating accusations, bro. All right. Like, there's nobody is gonna hear this and say, yeah, let's cancel Charlamagne the God, or God darn it, I'm never listening to Charlamagne the God again. I think this is Grand Wizard striking back at Charlamagne the God's personal life, because Charlamagne the God posted his face and his house on that podcast. Grand Wizard is out for blood. But it doesn't just stop at Grand Wizard. Wack 100 and Adam would also release a clip earlier today where Wack 100 is still exposing more information about Charlamagne the God. He's not really abiding to the ceasefire. Now, they filmed this episode of the Adam and Wack show before Charlamagne the God and Academics dropped their interview. However, they did drop their podcast after Academics and Charlamagne dropped their interview. So they had time to kind of cut out the segment. So if they left the segment in there, maybe they're just not abiding by this ceasefire and they're still committed to exposing Charlamagne the God. But before we touch on exactly what Wack 100 had to say, I want to rewind real quick and go back to that Academics and Charlamagne the God interview, because Charlamagne the God does address like Wack 100 and other people connected to Academics jumping him.
But listen, we've all done that to each other. We've all grown together in this business. I've known Joe for 20 plus years. Like, the first time I met Joe was in Columbia, South Carolina, because he got family in Sumter. He came to the radio station I was working at, Hot 103.9, and we went bowling and all types of dumb afterwards and went to the club. Like that's I know him in a real way. So it's like those conversations, things like that can be, I feel like can be repaired if we need them to be repaired. If not, we all good. We go on about our merry way, because the reality is none of us need each other. So when I'm saying what I'm saying right now, I'm only saying it because I think that's the right thing for us to do. We got to make a good example for this next generation. Some of that, by the way, some of this next generation, I'm not. There's a lot of people on your side. I'm never. What do you mean? You're gonna have to make a change.
No,
and then change some of the
good people over there, man.
That's you did with them Legion of Doom, man. Okay.
Now,
like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle villains.
Ooh,
all of
this. Some example.
Rocksteadies, Bebop. This is the example. Go look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle villains, and you're gonna be like, yeah, that dude look like my man. Okay, you got a lot of them over there. They all jumped me this week.
Flacco and them?
They all jumped me this week. You're gonna have to.
Flacco, good guy.
But by the way, as you evolve,
listen. They got a lot of influences from me. I got influences from you.
I want to address this because my name came up. I don't hate Charlamagne the God. Charlamagne the God is one of my 5 media idols. Is Academics, is Charlamagne the God number 2, Dama's Live number 3, Relatable Oddball number 4, and Kid Fury number 5. So I got love for Charlamagne the God. Yo, if Charlamagne the God is a part of a viral story, if he's involved in this feud with Academics TV and Academics, I'm gonna cover every update and every detail of that story. Now, if I give my opinion because I disagree with Charlamagne the God, that's because I just disagree. I don't hate him. Yo, you can't pull up nothing to where I'm pulling up 40-year-old paperwork and going personal with Charlamagne the God and accusing him of things. I got backlash a couple of years ago for saying, "Hey, man, I don't like how this is going," right? So I don't have nothing personal with Charlamagne. I don't go personal with Charlamagne. When his wife comes up, again, I'll blur her name, I'll blur her face. I do not do nothing vindictive when it comes to Charlamagne the God. I just give my opinion on stories. As simple as that. I can even give you proof I don't hate Charlamagne the God. When Van Lathan was at No Jumper a couple of years ago, Van said, yo, Charlamagne the God seen your wax video. I told Van, yo, listen, if Charlamagne the God feels like I've ever said something that was inaccurate or just wrong, or, you know, it was crossing the line, yo, tell him tap in. I'm a sponge. I'll listen, right? I'm always open for a discussion. I'm not somebody who's going, like who's doing things that's like spiteful. I just don't do that. That's just not me. I even told Art, which is, I guess, like Charlamagne the God's like mentee. He's around Charlamagne the God. Bro, I told Art like damn near a year or two ago. Listen, I admire Charlamagne the God. Again, if I ever said anything to where he feels like it's incorrect and is wrong, and he wants to correct the record and he can provide receipt, bro, I'll have a conversation. I'm a sponge. I'm humble. I have a friend called Art. Art is close to Charlamagne the God. I told Art, I think like a year or two ago, yo, listen, do Charlamagne the God offer mentorships? I'm starting to scale. I'm trying to figure out the proper systems to really scale this. I never heard back. All right. I never heard, you feel me? I never heard back, right? But I don't take that personal. Bro busy, right? Or bro just don't want to, right? And as he said in this interview, man, he don't ever want to communicate with me or any one of us. And, yo, bro, that's fine. You feel me? Like, that's fine, right? Like, you feel me? Like, I've kind of honed into what I got going on. And, yo, that's cool. I just don't ever want it to be misconstrued as if, yo, I got beef with anybody on this channel that I cover. If you're not a white supremacist, again, if you're not a white supremacist, I ain't got no beef with you, homie. It's simple as that. Now, I understand because, yo, I even fall into that trap as well to where I see certain people giving like kind of like just bad faith commentary about me, and I also get kind of salty as well and kind of say, I don't rock with you. So I understand it's a part of the game, but again, if Charlamagne by chance even hears this, I don't even want him to interpret whatever I got going on as personal, bro. I'm covering stories that are in the media. As simple as that. And if you ever want to tap in and have a conversation, tap in and have a conversation. But it's not personal, bro. All right? It's simple as that. Now, Wack 100 was on the admin. Now, what Wack about to do, this is personal. Right? What Wack is doing to you is personal. I'm just covering media, bro. Okay, so Wack went on an Adam and Wack show. Now, Wack is claiming that Charlamagne the God is scared of him and is panicking about the information that he has.
For too long.
I know this. I ain't got nothing against Charlamagne, but shit, if it's on, then it's on.
Like Donkey Kong.
Tyler Perry, I got all kind of shit. Right? They're watching us, and by the time I leave here, okay, you guys said this, you got to also act this. I swear I can show you my phone, bro. And it's coming. And then, dude, you got to remember, Charlamagne was living in Wendy Williams' ex-husband's condo in Fort Lee. So he know why he was put up out of there. You get what I'm saying? He knows. Jay-Z shit, his content is coming too. You know what I'm saying?
About Jay-Z.
Hell, I mean, about him and Charlamagne.
So Jay-Z's an op too now just because Jay-Z is a grand op.
Nah, he I don't think Jay-Z's a op, but I'm just saying, bro.
You're ready to expose him.
No, I'm saying there's exposing shit that went on, how it went on. And they say my man Kwame Brown got all, Kwame, holla at me. They say Kwame got the shit. Lenny on the line say Kev's baby mama Sharina wanted to sleep with Wax, so that's why Kev hating, but that's not true. Look, it's coming. There's a guy from town, Kwame Brown, has some facts on Lenny that can't be tracked back to me. If you want to go full on, he's the next step. So it's they sending me the shit.
What kind of Jay-Z lore you got?
No, I mean,
Like
I fuck with Jay-Z, but they're saying that some things went on with old Lenny and Jay-Z with how he got fired. But I do know this. I bet DJ Envy
Who got fired? Charlamagne didn't get fired.
Charlamagne ended up getting fired. He was working up at
You're talking
Wendy
about
Williams.
Wendy Williamson. That's like forever ago.
Yeah, but it was some shit behind it. And that's where Wendy Williams' ex-husband comes in.
So he knows more about why
He know
Charlamagne
all
was
of it.
fired?
What you mean? He was like in the building.
Okay.
He knows all. But I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let Act run his play. You know, I'm just letting bro know I got your back. And they just text me and said, bro, them nukes you was firing, you know, those mentions, God dude wanted to like wave a white flag. They just texted me while I was out there.
It's interesting though because when Charlamagne does his academics responses on Brilliant Idiots, he doesn't mention you.
Hell no,
You're too treacherous for him to acknowledge that you exist. Has he ever like
He
talked
know
about
me.
you really?
I know him personally.
Right. But it's different if he talks about you on a podcast. That like
I don't think
legitimizes you.
he's not gonna do that.
They want to put you in like the Alex Jones box where you're this like crazy conspiracy theorist and anything you say can't be trusted.
Nah, he ain't gonna put me over there because all the shit that I'm saying is what's triggering him to say, hey, we don't want no problem. Look.
Do I like how far this has gotten? No. Right? I wish it don't get personal. But, yo, despite what y'all think about Wack, Wack is a really loyal dude. Like, Wack is a really, really, really loyal dude. And if Wack and Grand Wizard had built a rapport, Wack sees Charlamagne the God posting Grand Wizard's face, his home, like, in the middle of a very, like a very popular podcast. Wack feels offended for Grand Wizard. He got an affinity, a love for Grand Wizard. And I think even Wack told like academics during like that live stream, yeah, but he gonna have to squash the beef with Grand too before I stop. Right? So Wack is being loyal to Grand. And I think Charlamagne the God has to take at least some accountability for it. Now, I understand Charlamagne saying, hey, bruh, he striked at me, I strike back, what's going on? True. But academics kind of offers you the opportunities. Hey, bro, let's just squash the beef with everybody and let's move on. Like, let's just all just hop on the phone, squash it, and move on. And Charlamagne the God is the one who rejected that. So if you rejected it, then in Grand's mind, it's still war and it's still on. And if Grand is still saying it's still war, Wack is saying, I'm riding with Grand. Grand's my dude, so now it's still on. And now we're having this. Now we're having the Amber Diamond thing. You feel me? Like, it doesn't need to go to this level. It could be squashed like this. I don't know why Charlamagne the God is refusing to, bro, just hop on the phone with Grand, fix the issues, move on. It's not that deep at all, bro. But y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, bro. All right, do y'all feel like Charlamagne the God should hop on the phone with Grand, should squash it? Do y'all feel like I've been unfair to Charlamagne? I don't think so, man. All right, I don't think that I've been unfair to Charlamagne the God, but let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here or here or here, to find out how this new Boosie lawsuit is really horrifying, and we should all be terrified at this. I'm going to see you guys in this Boosie video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.